COVID-19 pandemic constitutes an unprecedented challenge with very severe socio-economic consequences. Coordinated and comprehensive initiatives are necessary to deal with the health emergency needs to support African economic zones and to prepare recovery from this crisis.
My recommendations in line with what WHO guidelines speak to, and we've already heard a lot about the need to wash hands and with soap, wear masks, try to alert public health authorities when we have temperature, we're coughing, but also ensuring that we avoid being in huge gatherings where people are not wearing the mask and those kinds of things. As useful as those are, now that we're opening up the countries, and also opening up factories and also economic zones, there's a need to also put in place the bio-screening and biosurveillance mechanisms. The African CDC, working with the African Union, are currently putting that protocol together, and we are helping to see how we can use technology to enhance those processes so that we're able to identify people, and alert authorities when people are showing signs of illness.
Tanger Med Zones, one of the leading economic zones in the continent, has deployed special measures facing the COVID-19 crisis. A business continuity plan has been implemented, supporting industrial operations and important export activities.
We are working hard to maintain service continuity and meet the demand of our industrial operators. The Tanger Med Zone Business Continuity Plan consists on a series of health security measures preserving safety of the employees, in addition to dedicated support to the companies located in our zones. First measure was to set up a task force committee involving major stakeholders, local authorities, industrialist associations, worker representations. Then we implemented social distancing measures within the production lines through segmentations of work areas into separate zones, measuring body temperature, distribution and provision of personal protective equipments, masks, gloves, hydroalcoholic gel and others, digitalization of several operations including invoicing, online payment, one-stop shop services. A wide disinfection campaign of road, administration building, warehouses, production areas, regulation of the number of passengers on public transport. We have set a large awareness-raising campaign promoting safety, security measures, and a dedicated helpline has been introduced to respond to all requests and share information and updates. Regular training sessions on safety and security measures have also been implemented. We are highly involved within the African Economic Zones Organization, and we will be pleased to share our experience with our African partners.
The main challenges for economic zones today is not only to keep operational activity, but also to continue attracting investors and implement innovative investment promotion actions. Mr. Douglas Van Dienbergie, Vice President of Conway Advisory, is sharing some guidance on the importance of digitalization to maintain the zone's attractiveness during the COVID-19 crisis.
During this pandemic, many free zones have limited opportunities to showcase the USPs, unique selling points, and their strong value proposition and to attract investors. Nevertheless, we believe that once free zones are able to digitalize some of their free zone services and digitalize actually their marketing and branding strategies, you can still be in touch with some of the investors. This also implies that we have a sort of an equal level playing field, because all of the free zones around the world have the same problems and challenges. They can't really host investor site visits, so they all have to resort to different marketing strategies. So how do you start? There's actually a number of things here that you need to realize. If you think about marketing your free zone, there are four components. There is image building and marketing with management of your free zone, but also interviews with existing investors or recruiting agencies or educational institutions. These are all important components. These are some of my key recommendations with using innovation to attract investors.